Ash and I would like to welcome you to Lunchtime Look. Today's a little bit longer because I'm using something a little bit unconventional for at least my cards, and that is an alphabet set. They're not just for scrapbook pages. Let's take a look. If you are a scrapbooker, then you may already have the alphabet a la mode dies. These have been out for a couple years now, and my guess is they may be going away soon. I'm not sure. Sometimes things that are on the Sale-a-bration second release list are going away soon, and maybe they have an excess amount, and so they're trying to unload them. This is a really fantastic deal. These are normally $42 for the set, and you can make a lot of stuff with these. And it doesn't just have to be scrapbooking pages, although it makes fantastic titles for scrapbooking pages. But you can write names on cards. You can do something like, hello, I'm going to do a happy birthday, and let's see how that goes. So I want to cut this, my happy, out of basic black cardstock. And because these dies are so thin, I want to use some adhesive sheets with them. That will allow me to not have to worry about my little glue on all the backs of those. So what I'm going to do is, and I will probably keep what's extra in here in my die package, just because black is probably a color I'm going to do a lot of this with. So I'm going to find the cut mark here, and I think it's on the other side. There we go. And then we can just peel this away. And this should not be tacky, although if you get an older version, this one might have been tacky and not the other one. You want to keep the tacky one. And you want to make sure that this is smaller than your cardstock. All right, so let's go ahead and put this down. You can see that you get kind of sticky. All right, I'm just gonna press that down, and these parts can go away. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna flip this over. Now I have to know where my adhesive backing is, and it's right up here. So I would put this, let's see, I'm gonna write happy. And while there are some double letters, like there are a couple A's, there are a couple of I's, a couple of N's and L's, there is only one P, so I'm going to have to make 2 passes here. That's all right, because I can get almost everything else in one pass. And then I need a Y. And I'll get my second P on the next pass through. Let's bring in our Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, and we'll move this over here. We need plates 1, 2, and one of the number 3 plates. I'm going to run H, A, P, and a Y through. I'm trying to get them as close as possible. Don't need to waste any of that. And these pop right out here. Where'd they go? There's those. Okay, and so that's out of there. And if you have any trouble getting it out, sometimes just dropping it helps them come out. Sometimes you have to just poke that little hole, oops, with your take your pick tool or some other sharp object. There we go, there's my H. I'm gonna set these off to the side since I have to use this thing again. I'm done with H, and I'm done with A and a Y. Where's my take your pick tool when I want it? I don't know. I'll just use my needle. A. Here's one of the P's. And let's go ahead and run my other P back through. Okay. All right, so I've got my happy written out. All right, I'm going to bring in a piece of Designer Series paper. This is from the Bloom Impressions Designer Series paper pack, and it's one of the Sale-a-bration Level 1 selection options, as is this one. You can certainly use any paper that you want. I'm going to remove the backing from the letters and just lay them down. I'm not pressing because I want to make sure I have them going exactly where I want them to go. I'll just take the backings off. And sort of gently lay those down so I can reposition them as I need to. I'm going to give you a little secret on how you can get them straight without drawing a line. These are great letters for being able to do that. They're all uniform height. Now, another thing you can do is you don't have to have them all in a straight line. You can, you know, vary the heights and just make them kind of a little bit more whimsical, you know, up and down, stuff like that. But this is roughly about what I want. I'm going to bring in some sort of straight edge, and you can use anything that you want. You can even use a piece of white paper here. If you have your grid sheet, that certainly helps. You can use a ruler. So maybe I use a ruler that's, I can actually line this up at the bottom, or I can see through my ruler so I can see roughly when it's parallel. This line right here is parallel to the bottom. And that's about the height that I want it. So then I just go ahead and, oops, that one sort of stuck. So maybe I put this one right here. And then I'm gonna put my H at about the same distance from the left edge. Okay, just make it straight. And then I want my P roughly in the center. So that's 2. That's about 5 1/4. So that's 3 1/4. So if I do 1 5/8, so 1 5/8, I want the center of my P about here. So that's probably about right there. And we'll just straighten this P out. It's eating up my time. And then straighten out the A. So because of the way the letters are, some have, you know, two bottoms and some have only one, like the P's, it will look a little bit like there's more space on one side. So you might want to adjust that just to get it to make it look a little bit more the way you want it. So, okay. So there's happy. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in just a little bit of a piece of Melon Mambo, and I'm bringing in my beautiful butterflies stamp set, and I'm just going to take the birthday from Happy Birthday and put that on there. And I'm just going to ink up the birthday part. Now, if I'm a little concerned that I might get something on the happy, I'm going to cover that happy up. And then I'm inking up the stamp. So then I'm removing that. That's really important. I'm going to stamp this right at the bottom here. All right, so I've got my happy birthday. Let's go ahead and I can trim this with a trimmer, but I'm going to just trim it with my scissors. And then we can put the birthday right here. Oh, that's so cute. So here we go, right there. Happy birthday. And of course, any set that you have that has birthday in it would work. Now let's go ahead and make the rest of this card. So we have a piece that is 3.5 by 8.5. And I want to score that in half. I'm making a little mini card. And then I will fold that and burnish it. I'll adhere this to the top. So we just have just a little bitty thing of a card. And then I have a piece that's slightly larger. So this is this piece of white measures 3.5 by 4.5, and we will adhere the mini card to it. And just like that. I have another piece of Melon Mambo, 4 by 5.25. So that's the base, but it's not a card base, it's just a base. We'll center that on there. So there we have a little card. Now, what can I do from the inside? I can put another little piece of basic white in there so that I can write on it. So remember, this measured 3 1/4. That's not quite centered, hold on. So 3 1/4. And by 4 1/4. So if I did 3 by 4, or 2 3/4 by 3 3/4, because that's how my white piece is actually measuring. Then I have this. I can do that. And if I bring this piece in here, this is the same one that we used on the front. Let's go ahead and coordinate that. I'm going to take this and I want to score it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have like another little surprise card going in here, and it's going to open up top and bottom. So this is a piece of 4 by 6, and I'm going to score it at 1.5, 1.5, and 4.5. And I want my matching side on the outside. So when I fold on these, I want my coordinating side that goes from here onto the inside like this. This little piece right here, this little white piece, is going to go right in the center. And this is what we will write on. You can decorate it if you want to in any shape or form. Let's go ahead and put that right there. And if I close this and put some adhesive on the back, there we go. And we have a little surprise inside. I'm going to make the recipient work for their greeting. So we have a card that looks like this. You open it again, and there's your greeting. And so it's just a little happy fun fold saying happy birthday. I'm going to bring in this beautiful butterfly set that we got the happy birthday from. I'm just going to take this little sideways flying butterfly. I'm going to take a scrap of Melon Mambo because that coordinates with what we've been doing. I'll take my ink pad, ink it up, stamp it. Now this beautiful butterfly set is also a Sale-a-bration item, but it is also current merchandise. You can get it. You can purchase it. You can purchase the bundle. This bundle is featured in my upcoming Clubhouse. Registration for Clubhouse ends on the 12th. So subscribe and you'll be all set for future months as well. It's $40 a month. You're going to get anywhere from $21 to $24, $25 worth of merchandise, in addition to card supplies to create 8 cards, 2 each of 4 designs. And in the case of this first month, you get a welcome gift and you get 2 bonus projects. Because honestly, it's hard for me to stop designing with this beautiful butterflies bundle. So my butterfly is complete. You bring back in my card. I could have stamped it on white too, but I wanted him to stand out a little bit more. I'm going to pop him up on dimensionals, I think. That would seem to make him stand out a bit. I'll probably need 2. And there we go. Get out a little bit of bling here. Just bring in some rhinestones. And let's see. We'll put 1 on his head. And then we'll just take a couple other ones and sprinkle those around. You can't get that one. There we go. How many ways can Sharon get embellishments on a card? I don't have the glue on that one. All right, let's put it back on. Use my point to take it off. And so there we go. There's a little one there. And then I think we need a larger one somewhere up top. Or down the bottom. Where do I want it? Where do I want it? I can put it right there. No, I don't like that. Let's see. You can put it anywhere you want. But there is your card. Thank you so much for watching. And if there's anything that you would like to order, you can find a link to my online store in the description of this video. I will see you tomorrow night for Friday Night Live. Have a great rest of your day.